Hello everybody, Zeidoktor here, and this episode of Typical Manga Review is going to be about My Hero Academia, Chapter 147, Twoga, or Twoga, but I'm going to say, could go either way given who is involved here, but I'm going to say Twoga for now. Okay. So we wrapped up everything with Fat Gum and Kirishima. We're going to go back to the current moment with Team Night Eye, and pretty much the walls are closing in around them thanks to Tasakai director Irinaka. Using the walls to slow everyone down. Nade calls it the Rock Lock, and Rock Lock, or as I like to call him, Lock and Dog, like, some leader, you are getting this in this mess. You really screwed up here. And his quirk is basically just locking things down. He calls out Deadbolt, and parts of the wall stop moving. It basically explains that his quirk locked down. Anything he touches that's not alive gets locked in place. But he's got his limits when it comes to locking down powerful forces or wide areas. And he points out that the guy's still coming from the spots he can't pin down. Look, watch out. Of course, Deku is there to smash as needed. And Rocklock is complaining some more. Like, things would go a lot smoother if Team Fat was here. Eraser, I know. And Eraser has thinking that he only needs to see the real body to stop this guy, but that's why he's targeting him specifically. He must be watching from somewhere in the walls. We ain't making any headway here. He's getting cornered. Of course, we get some what I think is narration. Like Irinaka is getting backed into a corner too. The reason he didn't quite try stifling the stifling strategy from the very start, because manipulating a huge mass at high speed requires an equally impressive amount of stamina. To make it happen, he'd have to beat a team of skilled heroes in a contest of speed. But using quirk boosters, the power-up takes a toll on Irinaka, leaving him unable to block their progress. That vulnerability forced him to be cautious, but it's that very cautious that allowed him to become the facility's director. And now he started with his crushing plan because the drugs he took are about to wear off. Despite being slowed down, the fact that the invaders are pushing ahead has thrown him into a panic. Can't let them. We've already taken drugs to take the low road. No sense holding back now. And Deku's getting frustrated because they're not getting anywhere. He's thinking to himself, there's a child out in need out there, and that's what matters most. Ryuka and the girls, the heroes, all the police here, Kirishima and Fat Gum. They all got us this far. You aren't stopping us. And in the face of the heroic declaration, the walls vanish. The way is open. Of course, it immediately closes off again with Eraser grabbing Deku and getting help, and Lockrock also kind of taking cover. Now they're like whole new walls and things kind of cutting everybody off from each other. Police can hear Rocklock, so it's like the walls aren't that thick. The police are pondering if they change tactics. Night Eye's wondering if something else is in play. And he warns everyone that something's coming, but Lockrock's just more frustrated at him still. And that's why he doesn't immediately realize Twoga is coming up from right behind him. Of course, he still reacts in time to catch the blade she's thrown in his hand, but I mean, Twoga stabs his hand in the process. He tries to lock down the knife, and apparently she can't get the knife out or can't move it. Rocklock tries to attack again, but the Twoga in front of him kind of explodes into goo, kind of like part of her quirk, while the actual Twoga gets behind him. Like, stupid League of It then attacks, like, you're wrong, I'm now a protected treasure from the golden era. Yakuza Twoga, a real nasty gangster. Yurusei tries to call out, find out what's going on, but Deku just takes a direct route and smashes the door down. And on the other side, they find two Rocklocks. Like, one's like, this imposter showed up and came at me. Watch out, there could be a reinforcement somewhere. But Eraser's realizing a knife wound is on the man, and Rocklock is asking, "You okay, Midoriya?" "Yeah, let's hurry up and get Chisaki." But then, like, with a kooky look on his face, Rocklock tries to stab Deku. And Yurusei takes a good look at Twoga dispelling her quirk, and forced Deku to realize it's who she is. Like, yeah, it's me, it's Twoga, you remembered. I'm so very glad to see you again. I could not be happier, Izuku. So thrilled, she says as he erases her, binding her and pulling her away. He's actually glad about this. It gives him a chance to stop them here as well. That's far enough, Himiko Toga. But Toga is a better fighter than people got to give her credit for. She grabs Eraser's bandage and X-Mez to flip her behind him and even get a cut in on him. Stab him in the shoulder. And Eraser's realizing that the two gangs are working together, so maybe the strategy changed so suddenly because the League joined in. Meanwhile, see Toga is without her clothes, presumably because that's maybe part of her quirk. She can't change her clothes. So glad I got transferred here. And meanwhile, we're going into a flashback of Shigaraki and Overhaul. You ever play Shogi? Nah, so put it away. I don't even know the rules. Don't be like that. This is your chance to pick up a new hobby. You learn how to step back and take stock of the whole game. My favorite part about Shogi is how you can utilize pieces stolen from the opponent. So give me Kurogiri or Toga. Perhaps Bubai Gawara. I can't feel at ease with them running amok. They all have their uses. You trying to tell them my operation? They're my cornerstones. Why do you want it so bad? To build trust between us and help clear away all the ill will. I divulged every last detail of my grand plan, so now it's your turn to do me a solid. You're all about making friends, right? And now we see Twice with Rappa behind him. So sad about this, Shigaraki, but I'm really pumped. And we basically see Night Eye face to face with Twice and a double Rappa. And that is where the chapter ends. Got some nice action going on here with this one. So we got the holding with Irinaka. Don't know what I was calling him before, but either way, that's what he is now. Lockrock's an ass. He really kind of is. He doesn't even nothing but complain the whole time here. Still, he's got a pretty good power. Sorry. Deku is also providing a nice little amount of brute force in all this. And get themselves split up again. Like I said, I like Toga in this one. Like she definitely shows off that she is a competent fighter when she needs to be. Like Jackson manages just to get the shot in, take out Rocklock. Kind of made me think of Bleach. The moment they reveal their Bankai, they're done for. One thing I kind of realized with this though is when her quirk is dispelled, she's naked, but she does have her clothes kind of stashed elsewhere. So what I think it is she can't change her actual worn clothing when she transforms, but she can transform to look like she's wearing clothing. So if she can just change appearance, and that's fine. But if she changes wants to appear like them, like clothing and all, she has to take off her actual clothes. Still, seeing Toga actually get shots in a bolt of Rocklock, Deku, and Eraserhead. Just dang. This little moment with Shigaraki and Overhaul there, but nice little soccer. There's also we get Rappa back in this kind of a different way, up against Twice. Wonder what Night Eye will do here, because All Might said his physical power wasn't much, and he's up against a, granted, slightly weaker clone of the top fighter they've had so far. So Toga's really, really enjoying herself in all this. She definitely has the good crazed look on her face when she does stuff. Right. This is very much an action chapter, that's why I'm kind of burning through this a bit quickly. And also, it's kind of laziness on my part. I kind of got this last second. That part with Irinaka, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be narration or if there's someone actually saying things from the outside. It plays like narration though, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Wonder if we'll see someone else like Deku or someone that came out rather than Eraserhead. But we'll see. That'll have to come next week. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and call the review here. Like I said, just a quick one for a few different reasons. But until next week, like I said, no One Piece this week, so it's just going to be Hero Academia this time. But I am finally getting around to getting the rest of Undertale going, so you'll have that to look forward to this next week, and I'll try and get more in so there's not a break in the cycle. Basically, it's going to be every Saturday, Monday, Thursday. Or Thursday, Saturday, Monday, I guess. You know what I mean. This video coming up on Tuesdays, so that'll move things along nicely. Until next week, though, see you later, and bye-bye.